He first saw her under the yellow lights of the old community hall, dusty windows, aging wooden floor, and soft music floating like a memory that refused to die. Ethan had never planned to be there. He hated crowds. He hated loud music. And after the heartbreaks life had handed him, he especially hated events that reminded him of everything he didn't have. But that night, destiny quietly pulled him into a room his heart wasn't prepared for. He stood near the corner, hands in his pockets, eyes fixed on people dancing like the world outside didn't matter. And then, she appeared. Lily. A girl in a simple silver dress, laughing like someone who had learned to find light even in shadows. Her presence wasn't loud. She wasn't the star of the room. But for some reason, Ethan couldn't look away. She didn't dance perfectly. She tripped twice, laughed at herself, fixed her hair, and tried again. But that imperfection, God, it was beautiful. Ethan felt something crack open inside him. He didn't know what it was yet. He wasn't supposed to dance. He told himself 100 times he wouldn't. But Lily caught his stare, held it, and walked toward him with those steady, fearless eyes. "Come dance with me." Ethan blinked. "I don't dance." Lily smiled. "Good. Then you won't have any bad habits to break." He laughed, genuinely, for the first time in months. And before he knew it, her hand was in his, pulling him gently to the center of the room. The music slowed. Lights dimmed. Heartbeats became louder than the song. Their steps were awkward at first. He stepped on her shoe, she bumped into his arm, but somehow, their imperfections fit. Somehow, they found rhythm. Somehow, the world blurred out. And in that moment, he didn't feel broken anymore. As they talked, Ethan learned things he wasn't ready for. Lily wasn't the fearless, glowing soul he imagined. She had her share of storms. She had lost her mother at 18. Her father worked 2 jobs and barely made ends meet. She carried responsibilities heavier than her small frame suggested. But she refused to let life harden her. "I can't control everything," she whispered, "but I can choose how I face it." Ethan looked at her, realizing how little he had chosen to face anything. He had let heartbreak cage him. He had let failure define him. He had let loneliness convince him that he didn't deserve better. But Lily, she danced like every step was a rebellion. That one dance turned into walking home together. Walking turned into coffee. Coffee turned into late-night talks. Late-night talks turned into 2 hearts slowly, quietly, healing each other. Everyone noticed. Ethan smiled more. Lily rested more, because she finally had someone to share her weight with. They laughed like kids discovering joy for the first time. In the months that followed, they collected memories, small, fragile, precious. A shared umbrella in a sudden rain. A sunset watched from a rooftop. A fight over silly misunderstandings. An apology that meant more than pride. A birthday surprise that made Lily cry. A hug that made Ethan realize he didn't want to lose her. Years passed. Their memories multiplied. Their dance, clumsy, imperfect, beautiful, became the rhythm of their lives. It was supposed to be a normal evening. Ethan had planned to surprise Lily with dinner, flowers, and a quiet confession. That he wanted to spend forever with her. But life has strange timing. As Lily crossed the street outside his apartment, a speeding car came out of nowhere. Ethan heard the crash. He dropped everything, flowers scattered, candles fell, and ran outside, heart shattering with every step. Lily lay on the road, eyes half open, blood on her forehead. Her lips trembled. Ethan, don't cry. He fell beside her, hands shaking, tears streaming. Stay with me. Please. Stay with me. She touched his face gently, like she had 1,000 times before. Remember our first dance? She whispered. His voice cracked. Of course I do. I was really scared that night, she said. But you held my hand anyway. He sobbed softly. Lily, please. You saved me then, she whispered. And you'll save yourself now. Her eyes fluttered shut. The world stopped dancing. People told Ethan to move on. People told him time would heal. People told him life must go on. But they didn't understand. He didn't just lose a person. He lost a rhythm. A heartbeat. A home. For months, he stopped living. He visited the hall where they first danced. Sat in the corner. Remembered her smile. Every night, he replayed that final moment. Her voice, her touch, her last memory. And then, one evening, he heard the same old hall music drifting down the street. A slow, soft tune. He stepped inside. The same dusty windows. The same wooden floor. The same soft lights. Something inside him broke again, but this time, it broke open. He walked to the center of the room. Closed his eyes. And he danced. Not perfectly. Not gracefully. But fully. Every step was a memory. Every turn was a moment they shared. Every breath was a piece of love she left behind. And for the first time since losing her, he felt her there. In the music. In his heart. In the spaces between the beats.